This is something I wanted to bring up about what happens sometimes because it is colored by right wing politics. Some of the people that like the right wing types that are gamers, they love to strawman feminist. It's my
Mm.
understanding you're a feminist, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So here's what I noticed, right? They always, if they don't strawman, they also make these claims that sound like, to me, clinically insane. So, for example, like this guy, the quartering. You ever heard of the quartering?
I don't
Okay,
think so.
okay. So I'm really sorry I've even mentioned him. But so this is a guy that like when there's like a children's cartoon and like the female doesn't have big boobs, he'll do like
Uh-huh.
30-minute like literally 30-minute videos, if not longer, about how the feminists are ruining society because they're
Wow.
ruining the
Yeah.
Western world because women used to be sexy and now look at this flat chested chick and it's like bro like first of all like feminists didn't like tell the author or like the writers how to draw the cartoon. And not to mention that bro, it's a children's cartoon. Why does it matter that the
Why should it be sexy if
yeah.
it's for children?
So, and this is one thing I'll say. I want to see your take on this. Okay, first
Mm.
of all, feminists, if anything, have been the most open about, for example, not being prudes and against, say, like adult entertainment.
Uh-huh.
So this is something I was thinking about. Like, if you're a guy that really wants to just enjoy like that kind of entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
women right now are going above and beyond to please these guys. Period. Point
Yeah.
blank. So let's look at Twitch. If you go on Twitch right now, you'll see these like ASMR chicks that are like licking microphones. Now
Yeah.
I'm not. I think it's a little weird, but I promise you, most of the people in the chat are like guys that are
Oh
like
yeah.
donating, slobbering over the chick who's in the bikini doing this. It's like, what feminist? I want to know like the quartering. My question to you is like, what feminists have said like, no, you guys can't enjoy this. Like, this is bad. Like, no feminist has ever like reined in on the parade of these guys. To me, like, it's like this dumb victim complex to me, and it's like, bro, like, just because that one cartoon didn't have like whatever big boobs doesn't mean that like feminists have shut down adult entertainment for straight guys. But anyways, go ahead, Emma. You could go off on.
No, you're so right. It's just another example of the contradictions because they will criticize feminists and SJWs are ruining cartoons by, or comics or whatever by stopping women being sexy. But then there'll be like a shirtless protest or something. And they'll be like, these women are, words that I shouldn't say on Twitch. Like, that's disgusting. Or I would never date a woman with an OnlyFans while they're paying for an OnlyFans. It's all just contradictions. It's not. See, feminists to these guys is just whatever argument is convenient right now. It's not a specific thing. Because I get comments on YouTube. I got loads of comments. It might have been after Rollo Tomasi did one on me. But I got a bunch of incels and people on my YouTube, and I had people saying things like, "I thought feminists were meant to be fat and ugly, but you're sort of all right." And you're like, "Why did you think that? Because your favorite sexist YouTuber told you that? People aren't like that in the real world." It's just wild. You will be
Oh
whatever
my
is
god.
conveniently the enemy. That's what feminism is right now.
Oh
Whether it's too
jeez.
prude or too sexual. Yeah.
Dang. Okay, so that's a good point. Like it's like you know what it reminds me of? Somebody had a meme where they were talking about how some right wingers argue where
Mm.
they call everything communism and somebody had a meme that was like, "Remember when your parents called every video game console you had a Nintendo?" He's like,
Yeah,
that's how the right wingers argue, about like whatever it
exactly.
is, like
Yeah. I get
feminism.
called a Marxist for being a feminist.
Oh
Men
my!
Who Hate Women is that's a good book recommendation from Living on iPad. Men Who Hate Women.
Man, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna read this. I don't try to. The thing is, like, I try not to box myself into certain categories and try to
Mm-hmm.
actually be objective, like because I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, man. I love women, and I think normal guys, like we're trying to seek, like, okay, so let's talk a little bit about dating. Okay, so like
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing, like even not no, nothing's easy, and there's some truth to what like these red pill guys say about like, men got to create their value. They say this a lot, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, but it's not a big deal, and it's like, is every guy gonna make six figures to get like the supermodel? It's like, um probably not, but at the same time, like, does that mean that like you can't find a date? It's like, it seems to me like some of the things that they say are just completely absurd when it comes to like
Mm-hmm.
the average person. So like, to me it just seems like, and I only recently started like dating again because I had a breakup and whatnot, and to
Uh-huh.
me, like, I was able to get dates, like, and did I get rejected by some? It's like, maybe were some of the women, because here's the thing, right? Like, some of the most attractive women, maybe they didn't call me back, but some of the women that maybe they're not attractive, but hey, they're still like valuable, like they're still fun to talk to, like,
Yeah, of course.
I'm still gonna give them a chance. Like, I'm not no supermodel. Like, why would I expect like every woman, that I'm out on a date with to be like, to look like Gal Gadot, like Wonder Woman? Like, get the f
Yeah.
out of here. Like, if she's a little chubby, like, so what? Like, she could still be attractive,
Yeah.
and we could still vibe, and maybe something can come out of it. Like, it seems like this crowd, like, they have like delusional like expectations of people, and they try to say, it seems to me like they try to say it's the women that are just like delusional and this and that, but like, I don't know, man. Some of the way these guys are talking, like, it seems like they're the ones that are like not 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 really in the real world. But anyways, I don't know. Do you have any
Mm-hmm.
thoughts about that?
Oh, totally. And I think actually I'll just jump on and say DeCreek's just made a really good point. Years of using sex to sell shit has put an insane expectation on young men, and I think that's definitely something. But the other thing, especially with the like incel crowd, is that a lot of their sort of data comes from like hookup apps. They use Tinder a lot, and it's like, well, Tinder has way more men than women, so men are going to get rejected more. Most people who are on that app use it for hookups and not for dating. So that's going to change what people are looking for. It's like not reflective of just real life dating, you know? And I think that's a kind of a problem with that sort of dating in general. But it's wrong to extrapolate that and say, well, that's what all dating is ruined. And I think the expectations is maybe even part of that sort of self-defeating thing where it's like, if I say that all of these women aren't good enough for me, then they can't reject me. I'm not interested in them anyway, so they can't hurt my feelings, you know?
Oh yeah, because you don't want to. God forbid you express your emotions at all. Like, they always
Yeah,
say
well,
this
yeah.
thing like, guys can't be emotional, and it's like, okay, actually, before I even discuss that, okay, uh, so here's another